ever wondered how successful entrepreneurs and leaders make decisions faster than others? Most leaders and entrepreneurs have failed multiple times before perfecting their art of decision making. The more experience you gain in life, the more you understand the science behind decision making. And in this video today, I'm going to talk about my process of making decisions faster. Making decisions fast can be very challenging as it requires a more complex thought process. Sometimes we need to do a little more research into the problem before we make the decision. Sometimes we have too many alternatives to choose from, and that delays the decision-making process. Also, we need to analyze the consequences of our decisions before we actually make them. And all of this can take a considerate amount of our time and therefore causing a delay in our decision-making process. But today, changes are happening so fast that if we delay even for a second when it comes to decision-making, it can have a negative impact on our life and maybe even on our business. Firstly, we need to understand that decision-making is a skill that is not innate or natural to a person. It requires a lot of experience, many failures, and an abundant amount of learned lessons before we can actually perfect this art. I want to share with you my framework that I use to make decisions faster and also accurate in most cases. So, I try to solve complex problems as fast as possible to have a competitive advantage. To solve any problem, I think in two perspectives: the impact of my consequences and my decisions, and how easy or difficult it is to solve or implement the strategy. Now, obviously, this here is a yes and this here is a no, which basically means very easy to implement and has a high impact towards my targets and towards my goals. This here has a low impact and also difficult to implement, and this area is definitely a no then. And there are two other areas which could require a little bit more time for you to think to see if this can be moved to here and this can be moved to here. And if not, then it's a no again, and we should stop wasting time on it. So what this area basically means is it is easy to implement, but may not have a higher impact on my goals and on my aims. So it's a maybe. What I need to do is see if I can improve this idea to make it have a higher impact. On the other hand, this here has a high impact, but is more difficult to implement. Could be it's more expensive, could be that it doesn't fit in my budget, or many other reasons. But again, this is a maybe, and what I need to do is improve the implementation method, see if I can do that to actually move it to an easier way of implementation, and then it's a yes. It's not a yes as long as it is here. We need to understand that. And the only way we're going to say yes to it is if we can actually move it here. Otherwise, it's a no as well. Okay, so I want to show you this framework actually being implemented right now. Let's do an experiment and see if this framework actually works. As you can see, even a non-human species uses the framework to make decisions fast. Doesn't think for, more than even 2 seconds. So, by following this framework, I've been able to make decisions much faster and in most cases correctly. Guys, I want to know what you think of this framework and if it can actually help you make faster and more accurate decisions. So please comment below with your thoughts, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. See you until next time.